Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Tongren session. It's great to see everyone. I'm going to get our Instagram folks in with our community, and there they are. So let's begin right away. For everyone, welcome. For the new people, I'll explain what this is about. This is Tongren healing, which is a distance healing methodology based upon methodologies that have been around for thousands of years, connecting through the heart of compassion and increasing energy, prana, chi, and opening up blockages, which is our main focus, to allow the body's resources to be utilized so that you can heal. Healing, of course, is an amazing concept. The body, even if it's broken or injured physically, emotionally, or spiritually, can recover. So what I want to do today is go through, have everyone sit with your feet flat on your floor, palms face up, kind of an energetic receiving position, and you can receive the energy, do nothing, relax. You can listen to what we're doing or tap along if you're a tapper as well, and we can help you to go one by one, and we will begin right now. And our first one up is the Elder Georgia Tribe, ages 66 to 95. So please tap for Helen, Linda, Tess, Cindy, Bruce, Durham, Tim, Steve, and Brian. Concussion, memory loss, atherosclerosis, hypertension, middle ear, granulomas, chronic fatigue, essential tremors, skin cancer, hypothyroid, which is underactive thyroid, torn meniscus, arthritis joints. And one of your members has suffered with severe hip pain, hip replaced last winter and was scheduled to have the other hip replaced in October, but her pain has diminished and surgery has been canceled. Woohoo! That's what we want. That's what we want, ladies and gentlemen. Blood flow to the brain. Let me get my favorite tapper. Every once in a while, my desk gets cluttered, and I just take it off. And hello, Eduardo. So blood flow to the brain, a three-part process. So our focus is on opening a blockage. So it's not the doll that does the work. It's not the hammer. It's not even myself that does the work. I'm just a facilitator. But we want to move blood flow from the brain, from the heart to the brain for everyone. And immediately start to work on concussions and memory loss. So that would be main focus of blood flow to the brain, carotid artery, the sky window, vertebral artery, and occipital artery. So anyway, that is our Instagram announcement. There's nobody on Instagram at the moment, so I can shut it down and start it up again to get this going live. There we go. Instagram, great name. So we focus on command points for the brain, command points of the brain stem, and Instagram is still not working. Yep, I am a technologist, but I can't stand technology anymore. So let's get this going. I just did it. And live. If it gets a call in again, I will not mess with it. So we have command points of the brain and command points of the brain stem. So that's to initialize the nervous system and the endocrine system, the major communication centers of the entire body. Command points of the brain stem. So again, we're working for concussion, memory loss. And I think I can fix this. And hello on Instagram, can you hear me? Let me ask. Can you hear me on Instagram? Thank you for your request to be live. That gets complicated. So let's continue. Atherosclerosis, so T1 to T8. Any itis, osis. Let's also work on the liver and the kidneys as well. Oh, Dell. Wait, you want to join in, Dell? Tap along. I did not recognize, but it says London, so now I know who it is. Also for atherosclerosis, GD17 for the circulation, C6, C7 for the thyroid, parathyroid, hypertension, medulla for sure, anti-inflammation. So hypertension, focus on the vagus nerve or the relaxation response as opposed to the fight or flight response. I highly suggest the relaxator. These devices are kind of brilliant and affordable. Let's see what happens if I do the view with Dell. Don't think I've ever done this before. Are you there, Dell? So, middle ear. Granulomas. So I saw you, Dell, for a second. Ouch point for the ears. Granulomas. So circulation, lymph drainage of the sky window. C3 for the ears. So essential tremors would be mucuna pruriens. Let me know if you got that and if it's helping. That'd be good to know. So, blood flow nerve flow for the spine. Arthritic joints, T1 to T8. So the joints for the arms, brachial plexus. Joints for the legs, lumbosacral plexus. Blood flow, nerve flow for the meniscus. Blood flow, nerve flow for the hips. T7 blood flow, hip to hip. L4, L5. It sounds like the hips are doing great. Can you hear me now, Adele? Try one more time to join. I've never had anybody join, so it'd be great to see you. Yes, you can hear me. Awesome, awesome. Yes, you couldn't hear for a while because a phone call came in and blew it up. You want to tap along, Del? That'd be great. Torn meniscus. So we work on the hip to hip, and they're having good results with the hips. So I would definitely massage castor oil into the hips. Different things, for circulation in the hips to keep inflammation down. And so let's work on the meniscus, which is around the knees. And stomach 36 to support the knees as well. I saw you for a second, Del. As it says here, but her pain has diminished and surgery has been canceled. Woo! I just avoided a surgery myself. I was recommended a shoulder replacement. And I said, let me think about that to the doctors. Let me get back to you on that. So I've been working on it for about a month. It was a serious, very serious injury, but I took very aggressive steps. So let's work with Deb. Issues from TBI and associated brain bleed, as well as loose teeth and receding gums. Absolutely. Let's do that. Let's look at the brain. Just about to cross the London Bridge. How cool is that? We got somebody in our group just crossing the London Bridge. No joke. TBI, 3 blood supplies, carotid artery, vertebral artery, and occipital artery. TBI, traumatic brain injury. And let me make a note here for I have not gotten back to that source for the receding gums, and I do apologize, everyone. I'm going to get that to you. Let me make a note. let's work on different brain points to command points. GB13, left side, right side. Confusion and memory loss, that would definitely be GB13, right side. The 3 blood flows, again, let's do it for head. And Kim, how's the eye doing? Do lots of Qigong and different therapies like that. The eye will heal. Everything will heal. I had a broken... Oh, Dell, you have sore neck and shoulder too? Hope it's not like mine. So we will work on that. In fact, I'll include myself. Confusion and memory loss, GV17, circulation. We need blood flow to the brain. Concussions, 3 blood supplies, carotid artery, vertebral artery, and occipital artery. And dizziness, which is GV17. So C3, C4 for the teeth, the gums, and the hearing. Lots of concussions. Sorry to hear that. C3, C3, C3. Also for the eye. Let's work on the ouch point. Let's really focus on the ouch point for the eye, for the ruptured left eye. People can see me, I hope. See my hands. There we go. Left eye rupture. And you're coming up soon. Eduardo, Andrea, and Joan, good to see you. And for the lung cancer, what side, how long has it been, and all of that, and we will work on that for sure. And recovery from a bilateral mastectomy. So let's work on that right away. Blood flow, memory arteries, lung 1, lung 2. GB13, right side for the emotions. GB20 for hormone balancing, all of that stuff that's related. So for all cancer patients, I'll give you something really important. I have people all over the world looking at this right now. On my website, there is an SEAC-T, which is the most advanced. SEAC basically guarantees that if your growths don't reduce in 6 months, you get your money back. The bottom line is it's been around 100 years. I've researched it. This is definitely the best one in the world. Even enhanced by Harvard University research. It is one of the best anti-cancer things you can do. Another one is called pH Adjust. I've been reading a ton on that for years, actually. Let's work some more on the occiput before we get to that. Ruptured left eye, left fall, lots of headaches, I'm sure, and dizziness and nausea. The body's trying to work on it. Yep. Make sure you're eating superfoods. You want to rebuild injury as quickly as possible. A really good green powder superfood is from Global Healing. and grounding. Headache point specifically, GB20. Eduardo, any ideas what's causing the nosebleed? That would be my first question. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So Joan, are you doing any herbs? NAC, which is antioxidants for the lungs. SEAC-T, pH adjust, alkalizing bicarbonates. Bicarbonates can reduce tumors. Similar to baking soda. There we go. Now I get it. So for Dwayne, bladder cancer, he has upcoming surgery to remove the tumor. Tiny tear in your left nostril. Okay. How long has it been going on, Eduardo? Does it happen often? So let's work for Eduardo and Dwayne. Blood flow to the brain. And Del will be next as well. So we'll work on Del, Dwayne, and Eduardo. So let's work on the ouch point for the nose. You might want to put a little aloe vera on it overnight, just a little thin coating, so it will heal and cool it down. You can try that. Aloe vera gel. But let's work on the nose and C3, C4 for the nose. Oh, it happens every couple of weeks. Is it dry where you are, Eduardo? Are you living in the desert? You may be dehydrated. So let's work on the shoulders for Del. Shoulder release point. How's it going, Del? You guys. I referred someone to you from, I think it was about 2 hours away from where you are. They may have gotten in contact with you. I hope. Shoulder release point. Trapezius, all the way up to the occiput for Del. Shoulder release point. Neck, C1 to C7 lateral, which is a little bit wider than the regular points. Insertion point at the occiput. And then the corner of the scapula. I think it's GB21. That's a big release point I use in bodywork. I think you do bodywork too, Del, so GB21. To release the whole neck and shoulders. So Bethany, quick thing, you just chimed in. Poor Matthew really struggling with dehydration. One thing to do, I would suggest first thing in the morning, 12 to 16 ounces of water with lemon. It's great to catch you too. So that will immediately hydrate, alkalize, and then the little bit of lemon will make it even more absorbed as they drink it. So I would do that. Constipation, that's dehydration as well, okay. Constipation and dehydration for Matthew. So a good colon cleanse and hydration 7-day process would be really good for Matthew as well. Yeah. So T1 to T8 for anti-inflammation. It is likely both, absolutely. So bladder for Dwayne. Blood flow, nerve flow, T7, sacrum 1 to 5. SCACT, Dwayne, SCACT. 6 ounces 3 times a day. Lumbosacral plexus also for Dwayne. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So, Eduardo, you have high humidity. So much for that idea. So, thin membranes. I would suggest, if you can get it where you are, hawthorn berry herb. It will strengthen the veins. Hawthorn berry. There are some you can order. Not sure if it will get to Panama easily, but look up hawthorn berry. Start taking that. That will strengthen the vein and the membrane strength. That's one idea for you. Okay. So, awesome. Liver 3 and kidney 1. I want to make sure we don't miss anyone. Okay, Joan, I don't want to skip you. Joan and Great Self and Rachel. So 2 lung health folks. And a shout out for all the people in Morocco. They got hit really hard. It's already out of the news. It's hard to understand. Thousands of people like in Turkey. So for Great Health, please tap for improved posture, good circulation, and nodules in liver. Okay, here's your homework. Improve posture, yoga. Then after you do some yoga, do some more yoga. Then Pilates. We will work if your posture is curved. We work on loosening the muscles on the left side. You can allow the spine to straighten. Nodules in the liver. Definitely the SCACT. And we will do an oxygen workup for everyone, especially with the cancer and the lungs. So let's begin. Bronchial T1, T2, T3 for the lungs for Rachel and for Joan. Oh, it looks like we missed someone. Inner ear surgery and eye infection. Andrea. Yep, we got you, Andrea. We didn't miss you. Yeah. Okay. Rachel, good to see you. Hope you're keeping your daily scale, 1 to 10, until we go from 10 to 15 on the good part of the scale. Let's also work on lung 1, lung 2 for the lungs. You can put the laser on CV17 as well. And inner ear surgery and eye infection. Thank you, all C3 area. So let's work on the ouch point for the ears for Andrea. C3 for the ears and the eyes. T1 to T8 for infection. T9 for nodules in the liver for Elizabeth. Not for Elizabeth, great self. T9 right side. And metabolism. TV20 and the microbiome. T11, T12, L4, L5 for the microbiome. T1 to T8, anti-inflammation. And then for all lung oxygen, phrenic nerve, sky window, CV17. NAC for the lungs, Joan, would be a good option. I think probably hydrogen peroxide nebulizing, as we've talked with others here. I would look up the source for a process through Dr. Mercola on BitChute. And grounding to liver 3. Kidney 1. Also for the lungs, Joan, I would definitely use castor oil packs. Maybe castor oil packs, castor oil with frankincense as well. That's another idea. Always good for the lungs for anyone. Rachel as well. I hope you're still with us, Bethany. But let's work on Matthew. Specifically, Eduardo, hawthorn berry can be in a paste, herbs, teas. If you have it as a paste, that's what I would recommend. But start doing that. That will strengthen. That'll give you vein strength and artery strength. Reduce inflammation in those areas as well. And welcome from Panama. Awesome to see you. Matthew, dehydration, constipation. Definitely work on him. So let's do blood flow to the brain. And we don't want to forget our texted people. We have Drew and Catherine and Esther. I didn't see, I think you asked me about PBS. I hope you also put in your request. And if there's an herbalist at your local organic store, ask them what's good for strengthening the veins and arteries, food or herbs. But hawthorn berry is the classic. Blood flow to the brain. ADH, which is for dehydration, or I think it's the antidiuretic hormone in the brain. There are simple 7-day processes where you can kind of mega hydrate and cleanse your colon same time and hyperoxygenate the body. T1 to T8 for Matthew. And hope you can rejoin us, Bethany. Left lung, Joan. Okay, we'll work on that some more. We did some, but we'll definitely do it again. In Chinese medicine, they have lung clear. NAC is a really good topical. You want to put warm castor oil packs. I would also recommend infrared light sauna, either near infrared or far infrared. Increases circulation, which means it increases oxygenation. pH adjust for carbonates. First thing in the morning with your lemon juice, ideally lemon water. And then those are some ideas. If you email me, I can give you some more detail. Blood flow to the brain. Let's just check in on the time here. Great time. Blood flow to the brain. And for Matthew, the constipation. T11, T12, L4, L5. So the question is, hawthorn berry, do we want a product that also includes root and leaves? That's a good question. There are 3 aspects of herbs: the leaves, the roots, the flowers. I think the one that I have is the roots, but I would imagine that they both be just as good. The one I have is actually a paste. I can tell you where to get that. Is actually hawthorn berry solids. It's like a jam. So we don't, I think the roots will be here, but the aerial parts, I'm not sure, but see what you can find. So I would definitely use castor oil on Matthew's abdomen. I would have him drink about 80 to 90 ounces of water a day. L4, L5, S1, S2 for the constipation area of the nerves. And the herb is not working for the tremors, Mucuna pruriens. Okay, maybe check your dosing, check your inflammation, systemic inflammation that you also want to reduce as well. Yep, castor oil on the abdomen will be really good. And Faris, you're coming up next. Good to see you, Faris. Is your mom improving? I hope. Often constipated. Again, L4, L5. Gu, classic point in the wrist for Chinese medicine, right here for constipation. You go in, corner to corner, and then dig into that bony corner for constipation to release. For constipation, there's also what is called a poop point for babies, just below the belly button. If you push in pretty hard, it will start to release the colon as well. This is done for babies. It can be done for adults. Blood flow, nerve flow to the spine. But let's do all the eye stuff. Hope fear stuff for your mom. GB13, right side. Kidneys, right side. For me, I'm doing much better. Thank you for asking. After about a month, most of the injury had resolved. Now it's just a matter of therapy to regain mobility in my right arm. As you can see, I'm not doing too bad. Chinese medicine, orthopedics, or any massage therapy based holistic medicine for opening up the arm will avoid surgeries. I can only say that because it did for me. And for COM 1, the herb is not working with tremors yet. If you would remember to email me quickly about that, and we'll try to see if we can go the next step. But also, like I say, check your inflammation. All those things interfere with herbs. So for the non-overactive mind, GB13, right side. Constipation, ozonated magnesium oxide. Developed by Tesla in your part of the world there, Croatia. So in Tong, overactive mind, and vagus nerve. And we were working on the shoulder for different people. Lung 1, lung 2, shoulder release point. Oh, Bethany, you're back. Great. Yeah, there's a better one than Mago 7. I can tell you what that is. There's actually a much better one. I've researched that one, and I've researched a better one that I use for all of my patients. So I can, if you email me, I can send you that information. It's called Oxy Powder. And we have a 7-day colon cleanse coming up, actually in 2 weeks. We do it by group, and I guide people as a group for its colon cleansing, oxygen, flooding, based upon Tesla. It's more advanced than Mago 7. And it's also, I have a whole program, supportive herbs, hydration, mega hydration. For 7 days, we meet by Zoom, and we send the products. Based upon my research, these are the best I've ever seen. And it's from 1895 technology from Tesla himself. Yeah, oxy powder is better for sure. You might consider joining our 7-day oxy powder colon cleanse. If not, just get oxy powder. And again for the abdomen for Matthew, and the left lung for Joan. There are castor oil packs, custom made for the breasts. I would highly recommend that. You can use castor oil straight, or castor oil with essential oils like frankincense, or castor oil with some clay. All of those things will help to reduce. But the SEACT would be the critical thing. Two critical things: SEACT and pH adjust carbonates, sodium, magnesium, potassium, carbonates, bicarbonates. How old is Matthew? Okay. All right. So I'm going to read this for everyone. For the tremors, the herb is not working, might need to be adjusted. I would increase the dose. It's harmless. A woman who has avoided second hip replacement had already had both knees replaced because of severe pain. So we really want to work on pain and inflammation for that person. They should check their pain results. They should work on fermented turmeric. They should work on sauerkraut, fermented foods. Avoid animal-based foods for a few months if you can, at least a few weeks. Eat more fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. So you're on the right track. You've already eliminated one surgery so far. So keep anti-inflammatory foods, probiotics, clay baths, castor oil rubbed into the joints. Blood flow to the brain. Let's work on anti-inflammation. The second one was called P. So Joan is asking SEACT, and what was the second thing? It is pH adjust. It is the most advanced baking soda carbonate type of thing, which is alkalizing, adds in carbon dioxide, neutralizes lactic acid, alkalizes tumors internally and superficially. So there are different techniques. This is the easiest to drink it. You can do baking soda baths. You can do baking soda wraps. You can do carbon dioxide blankets, all those things. So pH adjust. I'm going to put it in there for you. That's pH adjust. P as P H A D J. And a good company is Your Formulas. Blood flow to the brain. Anti-inflammation. For the hips and the knees. And Julie to the MS group. Anti-inflammation. And you must check on the Epstein-Barr virus, which is a common cause of MS. There are tinctures and remedies for those. For weight balance, I suggest intermittent fasting and reducing your fat and protein intake to 10 to 20%. That will kind of regulate your metabolism. T1 to T8. And microbiome for inflammation, T11, T12, L4, L5. And also for weight loss, fermented foods would be a great way to help also for weight management. So let's work some more on that eye. We want that eye to recover. Carrot juice, carrot juice, carrot juice. Physical and OT therapy, that'd be great. So don't think that you're blind in the eye. Think that your eye is temporarily not working. It is a part of you that is an opportunity for improvement. Just in your mind, always say, my eye is working perfectly. My eye is working perfectly. You do Qigong for your eyes. They can rebuild. Never give up. Never give up. It's still worth trying. Blood flow to the brain. Good deep breaths. I still think the relaxator might be a good idea, Rachel. Let's talk about that. That will give you deep breaths. But we don't want to make too many changes. You did make one change with the breathe well, which you changed. Yep. So let's see how it goes. You're going to be doing great. So deep breaths, lung 1, lung 2, CV17 for the diaphragm, T6 for the diaphragm, T1, 2, and 3, bronchial areas and lungs. Also good for the detoxing for the mold and chemical exposures, T1, 2, 3. Detoxing, T4 and T9 and L2. Clay would be your best option, Pondering Traveler. Clay baths, clay foot soaks, castor oil packs. And for the healing of the broken right foot, have you done clay packs overnight for that? And does that seem to be helping? Yep, I do that for a week or so. You can also do comfrey poultices as well. I would do a combination comfrey, clay, poultice on the broken right foot. That's what I would do. Etsy has some good ready-made comfrey poultices. T1 to T8. Lungs, sinus infections, T3, 4, and 5. And T1 to T8, ADH hormones in the brain. And let's work on the ouch point. So for the bones, T1, GB39, and the broken right foot. Okay. And we're just about there. Collected champion, please tap for enlarged heart and cataracts and prediabetes. Prediabetes, so that's insulin resistance. So what I recommend, reducing your fat intake to 10% or less, because the fat is what interferes with the insulin availability. The quality of the fat impacts the quality of the cells, and the volume of the fat interferes with the distribution of insulin and causing insulin resistance. So let's work on everything. Blood flow to the brain. And Eric, you lost 60 pounds in 2008 doing Pigo. So I'd like to hear more about that. How you did it, if you're eating at all, just doing Qigong, which is basically fasting. Pigu in Chinese means no food. And how long did it take you to lose 60 pounds? Were you also drinking water and tea or anything else? Or was it a dry fast or water fast? That would be good to know. So let's work on the heart. Enlarged heart for Collected Champion. Cataracts, look up the Cataract Cure book, which is also NAC for the eyes. They have a remedy from Russians. Okay, it's almost time to finish up. It is now, I think, 7 o'clock. No, 6:59. We have one more minute. So, Eric, you had one meal a day, which is intermittent fasting, which is perfect. I eat one meal a day myself, pretty much on a 4 to 5 hour window every day. And it's actually really healing. 5 pounds a week, that's brilliant. Great. I'd like to hear more about it. And you had water too, but it's all good. It worked. You don't have to stress it too much, but that's good. Intermittent fasting will heal, regenerate the inner body. The less calories will be perfect. We don't really need a lot of calories. We're really not built to eat 10 times a day. Snacking all the time, we're not actually built for that. So what you did is exactly perfect. I bet it was the best you ever felt. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, because your body is healing, losing weight. It's also got something called autophagy, which means it's going to go around and clean up old stuff. Macrophages going around and cleaning up and eliminating old stuff and reducing inflammation. So, yep, if you need to, go for it again. So we got a couple more here. It's just, yes, Georgia Tribe. Yes, our greatest group. And I see some final requests. Left humerus. Yes, my left humerus was not broken. I think yours was broken. Mine was fractured in 4 places. I've been doing the electric acupuncture, herbal poultices, tuina massage, period. 4 to 5 weeks. Shoulder is back. Shoulder is fine. Mobility is cool. So let's work some more. And Lakshmi, and then we'll be done. So you only had dinner. Eric, if I were you, stick with that. And some people are coming in. Hello, Rachel. I think I saw you again 3 times. Hope you're doing great. Mobility is better. Regeneration. intermittent fasting for healing your bones and things is also a good idea. Massaging castor oil into the area for increasing circulation, infrared light for increasing circulation. Anything you can do. Eric, you're awesome. Thanks for joining. Good job, Eric. Blood flow to the brain. Left humerus. I'm familiar with the humerus. It is not a funny topic, but it is painful sometimes. Bones, muscles, radial nerve. Let's go for all the nerves. The brachial plexus. Let's wake them up. Vitamin D. Vitamin D, magnesium, B12. Muscle atrophy, massage the castor oil into the muscles. Boom, boom, you got to get that in there. Maybe with some B12 or some cayenne pepper. Got to get the circulation into those muscles. Massage will bring in blood. But you're improving, which is great. Keep going. Palsy, we're going to get rid of that. So what you did, Eric, 5 pounds a week, that's perfect because it's not a shock to the body. The body will eventually find what we call its natural self, shedding the false body. Good for you, man. Everybody check it out. So he ate 2 things a day, which is what you can do. He ate food and he ate chi or prana, which is what I do when I'm doing these types of things. I do pranayama as a nourishment. So keep that in mind, everyone. It is a source of nourishment. And if you ever stop eating completely, you can still use pigu or pranayama as a breatharian technique happens. So in terms of vitamin D absorption, check out the type of vitamin D you have. Let me know. I know some that are more absorbable than others. So I think I can help you with that. So email me and ask me about vitamin D. And then Lakshmi, so Mystical Legend, we got to really work on getting, it's still sore after 3 years. Lots of massage, lots of blood flow, lots of chi, acupuncture. You got to get energy in there. You got to transform it. And then I would definitely do intermittent fasting to clean. And then I would do in between meals, I would do systemic enzymes to clean up stuff. Systemic enzymes, which is similar to doing intermittent fasting. So autoimmune for both inner elbows, ankles, and toes. T1 to T8, anti-inflammation. Breathing through the nose. Yes, that's the only way to go. And at sleep tape. Balancing cholesterol, gallbladder bile duct. And T9, right side. Sugar. GB13 for a calm, peaceful mind. And so here's a really good question. How do I move lymph? This is good for everyone to know. And wait, I want to make sure I don't miss Drew and Catherine. So they are next. How do you move lymph? I can give you 4 ways. Number 1, the best is rebounding. For you, there's a book called The Cancer Answer. I'm looking at you, Joan. You can't tell. There's a book called The Cancer Answer. It is about cancer and rebounding. That improves lymph. Number 2, castor oil packs on the liver, on the breast, on the belly, all those things. Number 3, pokeweed herbal remedy from a company in Hawaii Farm, PHARM. And then number 4 is massage, lymph drainage massage. So I got all 4. And we have Drew and Catherine, because my note got moved away. Blood flow to the brain. Go figure, eh? Cranky, all 5 fingers. You need to mineralize something called Vital Cleanse and Nutrify. So in the morning, lemon water with Vital Cleanse and Nutrify. Your joints are starved, and this will build your bones. Yep. So for Drew, T1 to T8, anti-inflammation. For Catherine, the medulla and the veins and the edema. So definitely rebounding. T7 for the spleen. And kidneys. And sacrum 1 to 5 for UTI for Drew. T9 for the liver and kidneys for Drew. Lymph is garbage collection, especially if you have a breast issue. You want to keep the lymph in your armpits open. So we're going to do a lymph tune-up for Joan and everyone right now too. This is critically important. So that's a 6-part process. Sky window, left side, right side. Axillary lymph. When you walk, Joan, swing your arms. The Buddhist lymph drainage technique. Axillary lymph. Inguinal lymph. And the spleen. Go figure. Grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And yes, you're welcome, sensational pal, Georgia tribe. Great chi. So afterwards, sit and relax. Just think of the chi going through your body and put your mind in your target area. That will also increase chi and blood circulation. So 8 screws and 20 stitches, it sounds very painful. Clay baths, clay poultices, castor packs, healthy fats for the joints, for everyone. Okay, bring the energy down. Love to you guys. Great to see you. And now we'll play the healing bowl. Del, awesome to see you. You're working late. Wow. Have a good night. Blessings to everyone. Thank you for joining. Blessings. Be kind to one another. Spread kindness so it will spread to everyone else. And it will overwhelm the dark side of all the world that we see at this moment. And we will spread our light instead. Thank you very much. Tracy, good to see you too. I see you.